Number 1. North Yungas Road, located at Bolivia. Carretera de Las Yungas was probably the most famous road in the world as well as the most dangerous, as this gravel dirt track covers a 69-kilometer stretch between La Paz and Coroico, in the region of Bolivia. It's estimated that 200 to 300 people traveling on it died each year. The thin road climbs jungle-clad mountains to a height of 4,650 meters, winding and turning all the while with nauseatingly deep canyons below. The road was specially dangerous because is only 3 meters wide and was navigated by trucks and buses, because its constant sheer drops of at least 600 meters, without any barriers or guardrails. Most of the road is no wider than 3.2 meters. The surface is often muddy, with loosened rocks from the road, and rain, fog and dust can reduce visibility. To make matters worse, the road is often swathed in cloud, and in places waterfalls crash down onto its surface. Drivers will likely encounter groups of cyclists during the treacherous journey. Tour operators lead rides along the road, marketing the experience as an extreme sports challenge. Number 2. Skipper's Road, located at New Zealand. Today, Skipper's Road is very much a tourist attraction. It is protected by the New Zealand Historic Places Trust since the 15th of December 2006, under the register number 7684. Although much of the road remains as it did in the 19th century, the topography, harsh climate, widening, and regular maintenance have led to the loss of some significant features, including some of its stone walls, famous features intended to prevent vehicles from toppling off the road. Tourist traffic has been a significant user of the road since it was constructed, and 116 years since it opened. It can be considered as one of the most enduring tourist attractions in New Zealand history. Many tourists visit just to experience the road, a remarkable testimony to its attractions. Today, tourism is the road's biggest user, with many people coming to see the road, or use it as a means of access to bungee jumping operations or whitewater rafting. Skipper's Road is now an iconic New Zealand road of outstanding heritage significance. Number 3. Pangi Kishtwar Road, located in India. This road is located at the eastern extremity of the Kishtwar district of the Jammu region in Jammu and Kashmir. This road is extremely narrow, windy, and has no rails to secure your edging. Also, to add to the complexity, there is a steep gorge of 1,000 feet straight drop. Yes, the views of the valley are from another world, but let me promise you, you definitely won't be looking at their views. This road gives access into the Pangi Valley of Himachal Pradesh. The road is so narrow that only one vehicle can barely pass at a time. Also, there are scores of steep inclines and declines, and the road is constructed of rocks, loose soil, etc. To add to the difficulty, on one side there is 1,000 feet freefall into the river Chandrabhaga and deadly mountain cliff hanging on other. The road condition is never constant, as it sees many landslides, and one mistake and it can turn out to be disaster. These are the reasons why this road has been titled as one of the most dangerous roads in the world by many travel forums and guides. Number 4. Mount Washan Road, located in China. Located about an hour from Xi'an, is one of China's most popular cities for tourists. Mount Hua or Washan is considered to be one of the world's most dangerous places to hike. The mountain is considered to be one of China's 5 sacred mountains, and is one of the most popular tourist attractions and pilgrimage sites for Chinese people. The cliff road is believed to have been created in the 13th century, during the Yuan dynasty, by followers of He Jijun, the first master of the Mount Hua sect of Taoism. The monks were seeking immortals who were believed to dwell in the mountains. The walkway is made of wooden boards, nailed together and installed on a series of iron pegs, driven into the sheer mountain cliff, thousands of meters above the ground, and some sections of the walkway are only 30 centimeters wide. Some sections are cut into the cliff rock. The walkway is popular with visitors, but, because a number of fatalities have occurred, tourists and others wanting to negotiate the walkway are required to wear safety harnesses. Number 5. Passage du Gois, located in France. Running almost 3 miles across the Bay of Bourgneuf, the Passage du Gois is built like a narrow spine of silt that has developed over hundreds of years. Eventually the line grew big enough that it rose out of the waters during low tide, creating a land bridge across the bay. Twice daily, during low tide, the causeway appears, and anyone wishing to travel to, and from the island overland, has a little over an hour to get there. If the journey takes too long, the waters can rise back up, as though the passage never existed, stranding people and vehicles in the middle of the bay. To prevent such a calamity, safety poles have been placed, at intervals down the road, so that anyone, overstaying their welcome on the road, can wait for rescue or the next tidal shift. Despite the clearly marked signs, a number of people get caught on the road each year, swimming and splashing their way to the nearest safety pole, but not even the clear danger sign can keep people away from the road that wasn't there.
Number 6. Zojila Pass, located at Ladakh, in India.
At an altitude of 11,649 feet, Zojila Pass, which is commonly known as Zero Point, is picturesque, fearsome, quiet and dominating, inside the Himalayan mountain range, on the northeastern edge of the Kashmir Valley. Zojila is the gateway to Ladakh, which is the second coldest inhabited place in the world. The road from Sonamarg to Zojila is a serpentine curve that laps around towering mountains, a journey that enthralls amateurs and adventure lovers. Until a few years ago, the Sonamarg-Zojila road was dangerously narrow, but it is now widened enough to allow passage of Indian Army's battle tanks. The pass is also the gateway to the frontiers with two neighboring countries, Pakistan and China. Apart from the extreme cold climate, the troops involved in the task have to face danger of avalanches, landslides, snowblindness, frostbites and chilblains. There is no natural habitation at Zero Point, a reference to a central point of the mountain pass. The freezing weather makes it almost impossible for any form of life to survive. Number 7. Cotahuasi Canyon Road, located in Peru. Measuring approximately 11,595 feet, at its deepest point, Cotahuasi Canyon is one of the deepest canyons in the world, more than twice as deep as the Grand Canyon, and is the world's third deepest canyon. However, a bus takes 10 to 12 hours to complete this road. Cotahuasi Canyon Road begins on the Pan American Highway near the city of Arequipa. The road is unpaved beyond Chuquibamba, where it's quite dangerous in places, so only four-wheel drive vehicles should be used on this bouncy and scary stretch of the road.
At present, the road has not been overrun with tourists, and it's easy to find places to camp along this deadly highway. Despite being a prime location for trekking, climbing, and kayaking, Cotahuasi Canyon receives far more visitors than its more famous neighbor, Colca Canyon. Colca, being closer to Arequipa and more accessible, is one of the region's main tourist destinations. Cotahuasi provides bragging rights to anyone adventurous enough to walk its rim or plunge its depths. Number 8. Tianmen Mountain Road, located in China.
The famous winding, or Tianmen Mountain Road, is an ascension of 11 kilometers long. It has more than 1,000 meters of positive elevation, as it starts at 200 meters above the sea level and finishes at more than 1,200 meters, and the Tianmen Mountain is 1,512 meters high, and is very famous because of its 99 turns, and many of them are 180 degrees turns. The road Tianmen Mountain is considered as one of the most beautiful but also one of the most dangerous roads in the country, and local drivers drive very fast, and the road is only separated from the ravines by safety concrete blocks. The road is incredibly narrow and winding with extremely narrow tunnels. It has been heralded as one of the most spectacular roads in the world by the Dangerous Roads Organizers users. This road, which spirals rapidly upwards from 200 meters to 1,300 meters above sea level, offers a view of a long winding road, which looks like a dragon ascending from the mountains. The driver should be extra careful during the drive, taking it slow, and paying attention to every curve and turn.